Well, good morning, y'all. It's happy Friday. Again, I think I've lost track on all the workouts. I think this is workout 53 recorded. I'll probably stop reflecting on the time. Next week will be the 20th week online. Lots and lots of good workouts. Currently, I'm scheduled to do the Tuesday, Thursday at noon as well next week because Danny's out of town. However, based on efficiency and my body and brain and soul, I might send out homework assignments on the Tuesday, Thursday, so stay tuned to that. Youth 4 don't do the noon class on Tuesday, Thursday, but I know if I tell everybody I'm going to do it, they'll join. So, anyhow, today is the opposite of what we did on Wednesday. So, again, we don't have to reflect on it too much. We have a movement warm-up we've done before. We're then going to pull as an auxiliary and push as a primary. We have a core, isometric middle, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to work. You've got your 10 regular squats. You've done 100 million times. Regular squats, your feet are shoulder width apart. Your toes are ever so slightly pointed out. And that's because your tibia internally rotates on your femur as you stand back up. You're pushing through the flat of your feet, right? All these things we briefly talked about, but those 4 words, hips, booty, eyes, and thighs. 10 stationary reverse lunges. You stay loaded on that front leg. The front leg is always the moving leg. It's not always, your front leg is always the working leg, not always the moving leg. 10 stationary reverse lunges. Stay loaded on that front non-moving leg. Then you have your 10 standing scissors. Legs straight, arms straight, torque and leverage on a standing scissor. Elongate your posterior muscles, activate your anterior muscles, and of course take a big deep breath. 10 wide squats, hips, 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 glutes, glutes, glutes. Eyes for your posture. You're looking out in front of you. Don't look down and don't look up. And wide squats are your flexibility squats. You should feel all those muscles around those hips a little bit more than your regular squats. You've got your alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Now remember, it feels like a stretching exercise, and it's okay to think that because you don't have any weights in your hands. But I want you to think about dynamic lengthening. You've got balance, you've got lengthening, contracting, and remember you need to go all the way up so you can consistently go all the way down. Again, when you have weights, you contract more, you lengthen to the best of your ability. Standing runners. Runners is the mobility version of those scissors. A little more rotation. Maintain posture, up and over as you drive the knee. 10 standing runners, and again, that's a little more mobility. 10 narrow squats. Your feet are inside the width of your hips. They don't have to be touching, nor really should they be touching. When you do your narrow wall sit later on, I would like them to be touching. Ooh, that's later on. 10 narrow squats, hips, 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 glutes, 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 glutes. Stationary forward lunges. There's your superset. Narrow squats, a little more quads. Stationary forward lunge, a little more quads. Breathe and focus on those stationary forward lunges. We are lubricating our joints. We are activating our muscles, lengthening, contracting, bringing oxygen in by breathing, a little more core temperature. Jack LaLanne's. I actually want you to think about dynamic flexibility, dynamic stretching versus the stiff-legged deadlifts is dynamic lengthening. 10 standing Jack LaLanne's. Breathe and focus on those Jack LaLanne's. We'll then be on the ground for our 3 alternating ab core exercises. We have our scissors, runners, swimmers, ab version on the ground. 10 slow scissors, 10 slow runners, 10 slow swimmers, and then we need to start our workout because it could get a little long. That's not my intent. 10 laying down scissors is a little more abs versus your standing scissors. You do get abs on both, but because of gravity, where your legs are, body, you get a little more abs. 10 scissors, legs straight, arms straight, torque, leverage. 10 runners, elbows to knees, coming from the down, possibly more contraction, coming from the up, definitely more lengthening. 10 on your runners, breathe and focus. And then we'll have our 10 on our swimmers, whether you're laying on your stomach or on your hands and knees. 10 swimmers, upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes. This is definitely a little more core than any of those other abs. Anything that touches your spine is a core muscle. 10 swimmers, breathe and focus. So believe it or not, you just did 120 reps. So we just moved our body, alternated, and got things going. So today we are going to pull as an auxiliary. This circuit you're going to pull with your shoulders, whether you do upright rows or you do any of your shoulder raises. I will dabble again so you can see all of them, but there are no formal changes. Always 15 shoulders pulling, okay? Our pushing, again, this is going to sound like Wednesday, but the opposite. Our pushing, we'll do chest, tricep, circuit 1, and then circuit 2 is chest, shoulders, triceps, you'll see. So round 1 is 15 shoulders pulling, either upright rows or any shoulder raises, and then you're going to do 30 chest pushes, 30. The other day you did 15. 30 chest pushes, whether you do push-ups or you do chest presses. So the circuit, we have 6 sets of 15 pulling exercises, whether you do upright rows the whole time or you mix in any of your shoulder raises, it's always 15. 6 sets of them, that's 90 total reps. Round 1 is 30 total chest pushes, whether you're laying on something doing a chest press or you're doing push-ups. 30, that is gonna take a long time. Please let it take a long time. 30 pushes, ready, set, go. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. 30 reps. You're gonna need to take a break or two. Pushing exercises, you will always burn more. Pulling exercises, you're always gonna feel more fatigued, but you're able to last a little longer. So 30 chest pushes should feel harder than the 30 back exercises we did the other day. Chest pushes, whether you're doing push-ups, which would probably take a shake off or two, or you're laying on something doing chest presses, bar bench press, dumbbell bench press, kettlebells, if you have kettlebells, oddly. You can lay on a bench, you can lay on a ball, you can lay on the ground on your 30 chest pushes. When you're done, weight is optional, but this is the only circuit with legs. You've got 20 regular squats. You won't do regular squats again today. Weight is optional because we need your hands like the other day. I don't want your hands tired. I want your shoulders pulling. We have chest and triceps pushing. Again, it kind of sounds like the other day. 20 regular squats. Hips, 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 hips. Glutes, 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 glutes. Eyes, 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 eyes. Posture and breathe and let those legs do the work. 20 regular squats. Breathe and focus. You won't do regular squats again today. Breathe and focus. 20 regular squats. Shake those hands off. It might feel like I want you going fast, but I don't. The 30 chest pushes should have felt pretty dang hard. Round 2, you've got your 15 shoulders pulling. Remember, upright rows or shoulder raises, you can mix them up as you wish. 15 shoulders pulling. You'll then do 30 triceps, dips, kickbacks, overheads, anything pushing triceps. 15 shoulders pulling. Upright rows with dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, anything you can hold, or lateral raises or front raises. Those would be smaller muscles, still really good for you. Always 15 pulling. 30 triceps, dips, kickbacks, overheads, skull crushers. 30. Remember, this should take a little while. Maybe not as long as your chest pushes based on the tools you have or the exercise you chose. But I do want those triceps to burn. 30 triceps. This circuit is chest, triceps, shoulders. Later on, we'll have biceps, shoulders, and your option of chest and triceps. Blah, 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 blah. Take your time. 30 triceps pushing should take a little while, but normally not as long as the chest, again, based on the exercise you chose and the weights you get to use. A little more load takes a little longer. 30 triceps pushing. When you're done, the weight is optional on your 20 stiff-legged deadlifts. You will do these again today. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts, both legs. Stiff-legged deadlifts is the smooth version of RDLs. RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, same dang motion, a little more load because you need to create power. Well, most of my clients don't want 100-pound stiff-legged RDLs, so we go a little lighter and do stiff-legged deadlifts. Lengthen, contract. Remember that posture. You've got to get all the way up before you can go back down. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts. But yes, you can call them RDLs if you want to. 20. You will do these again today. This circuit has our legs. The second main circuit has our abs. We have stuff in between. It's just a Friday morning. No big deal. Just a Friday morning. Taking your time. Again, I'm not trying to get you guys to go faster. I want you to focus on you and your muscles. Round 3, when you are there, is your 15 shoulders pulling, 20 chest pushing, so less than what you did earlier, and then we'll do our 20 wide squats. So 15 shoulders pulling is the same, whether you mix it up between upright rows and any of your shoulder raises, always 15. You'll then do 20 chest presses, which is 10 less than earlier, and then we'll do 20 wide squats. You won't do wide squats again today. As you can see, I'm mixing up the shoulder raises so you can see your other shoulders you can do. 15 pulling shoulders, 20 chest pushes, 20 wide squats. I'm not saying that for you to go faster. I'm saying that so you know what to do. Here we go. Round 3. Always 15 shoulders pulling, 20 chest pushing, 20 wide squats. Yes, yes. Nice little strength day per usual. Last week we did really try to get a little more fitness, and again that was maintaining motion, sacrificing load, hitting your reps, right? Minimizing rest. Today I do want a little more slow and steady. I don't mind if you want to crank it up a little bit. 20 wide squats. The weight is optional, but if you do have the weight is down in the middle. Now, there is a massive difference, in my opinion, between wide squats and sumo squats. Almost everybody I've ever trained, when I say wide squats, they're like, oh, you mean sumo squats? No, sumo squats are elevated, they're heavy, and you have to get way down there. Sumo squats don't have to be wide. Wide squats are not sumo squats. They're the flexibility squat. The sumo squats are you're heavy and you're getting way down there. So it's the motion of a sumo squat. And again, they don't have to be wide. 20 wide squats is round 3. You won't do them again today. And again, I don't want your hands and arms getting tired. I want your shoulders pulling. Round 4 is your 15 shoulders pulling. You'll have your 20 triceps pushing, and then your 20 stiff-legged deadlifts for the last time. 15 shoulders pulling. Whether you do upright rows or you do any of your shoulder raises. You've got your front raise, your lateral raise, your rear raise. Any shoulder raise is a pulling exercise. And of course your upright rows. Round 4, 15 shoulders pulling, 20 triceps pushing, 20 stiff-legged deadlifts for the last time. And again, we're not doing it to go faster. I want you to have information so you get it done. You've got your dips. If you had something to hold on to, you've got your kickbacks. You would need dumbbells or kettlebells. Overhead triceps, that's all about a weight, a heavy weight or 2 weights. Skull crushers, your hands go to your forehead, whether you're laying down with weights above you or you have your TRX. Triceps pushing. And again, I don't want you to think I want you going fast. I want you to think, ooh, we're doing shoulders, chest and triceps, and legs. When you get done with your 20 triceps, you're on your 20 stiff-legged deadlifts for the last time. The second time, but the last time. Stiff-legged deadlifts. You are lengthening a contracted muscle. You are not technically stretching. You get down, you get dirty, you get funky, and you activate that core and you get tall. Lengthen your hamstrings, your glutes, and your good lower back. Contract your hamstrings and your glutes. Maintain that posture. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts for the second and last time. And again, if you're not there yet, that's okay. Round 4 is your 15 shoulders pulling, 20 triceps pushing, 20 stiff-legged deadlifts for the second and last time. Heavy weights will naturally slow you down. More tools, bigger motions will naturally slow you down. For the handful of people that have come in here to do the classes in here, they're like, oh my gosh, I keep getting behind. Well, I'm handing them 20-pound dumbbells and 45-pound plates. So they have a different tool choice. You're welcome. Round 4 should be getting close, right? 15 shoulders pulling, 20 triceps pushing, 20 stiff-legged deadlifts. Round 5, not the last round, 15 shoulders pulling, 10 chest pushing, 20 narrow squats for the only time. Round 5, 15 shoulders pulling, 10 chest pushing, 20 narrow squats for the only time. Again, when you do your chest, you can do push-ups, holding something like the ground or a bench or a TRX. You can do chest presses. You need to lay on something, ground, ball, or bench, and you have your chest presses. 15 shoulders pulling, 10 chest presses. Optionally, your last chest. You have options later on in doing it. In round 5, 15 shoulders pulling, not your last set. 10 chest pushing, optionally your last chest. 20 narrow squats. You won't do those again today. Round 5. If you have weight, awesome. Weight is optional on your squats. 20 narrow squats. If you need a hand break, take a hand break because we have plenty of upper body still to go. 20 narrow squats. Weight is optional. We will be revisiting the weight distribution exercises next week. We haven't done those in a couple weeks. 20 narrow squats for the only time. So that warm-up loop was 120 reps between your legs and your body and your core and your abs. This circuit was shoulders pulling, chest, tricep pushing in our legs. Later on, we'll do the opposite muscles you'll see. Round 6, there's no legs. 15 shoulders pulling for the last time, 10 triceps, optionally the last time. End of circuit. 15 shoulders pulling, upright rows, front raises, lateral raises, any shoulders pulling. We do have more shoulders to do later on pushing. 15 shoulders pulling, 10 triceps pushing, end of circuit. When you get done, get your space ready for wall sits and planks. We have done this combo before. 3 different 1-minute wall sits. I will change. 3 different 1-minute planks. You'll have the option, you'll see. It's 6 total timed minutes, but because of the small breaks in between, it's about a 7-minute circuit. Then we'll do the next circuit, which will sound like this. Here we go. 1 minute regular squat. Regular wall sit. Ready, set, go. Remember the word regular, regular squat, regular leg press, regular wall sit. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. On the wall sit, your head against the wall, your back against the wall, your shoulders against the wall, your butt against the wall, 90-degree angle at your hips, your knees, and then your ankles, unless you want to sneak in some calves. You can do your calves isometrically, keeping your heels up, or you can do them concentrically, where you go up and down. But remember, the wall sit is back against the wall, butt against the wall, shoulders against the wall. 1 minute wall sit, 3 different angles, 1 minute plank, potentially 3 different movements. You'll always have the option of just doing the regular plank. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, don't run to the ground, but the next thing is your 1 minute regular plank. Ready, set, go. Regular plank. I'm referring to a low plank. You're on your elbows and your toes. You're going to breathe through your abs and core. But if you ever get any lower back, get that butt up a little bit. I don't want the butt super high. However, I want your body as parallel to the ground as you can make it. 1 minute regular plank. I'm referring to low planks. You can do high planks. You're on your hands and toes, but you actually turn on less core. It's easier to be in a push-up position than it is to be in a low plank position. Three, 2, 1, relax. And again, big deep breath, don't run to the wall, but the next thing is a wide wall sit. Like your wide squats, it doesn't need to be ridiculously wide, but wider than your regular position. Ready, set, go. Now, like the wide squat, right, your knees and your toes are pointing in the same direction. And I mean your right knee and your right toe are pointing in the same direction. Your left knee and your left toe are pointing in the opposite directions from your right side. Wide stance, again, just turns on your muscles a little differently. A little more vastus lateralis, your outer quad. Semitendinosus, your outer hamstring. Those turn on a little bit more in the wide position. 1 minute wide wall sit. You'll have 1 minute of rotational planks. You can always revert back to a regular plank. And if you really need to, you can do sit-up scissors. And I will remind you of those choices shortly. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, don't run to the ground. 1 minute rotational planks. You can revert back to a regular plank, or you can do sit-up scissors. Ready, set, go. I'm not looking for 100 reps. I'm looking for a minute of reps. Breathe. If you're doing sit-up scissors, really big, really slow. If you're doing rotational planks, really big, really slow. If you're doing a regular plank, cool. Make sure you work on your breathing. So take your time. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of movements. I'm looking for a big movement. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Big deep breath. Again, don't go running to the wall, but the next thing is your 1 minute narrow wall sits. Unlike your narrow squat or your low and narrow leg press, I do want your feet and knees touching. because you're not doing a movement exercise. Ready, set, go. I do want your feet, knees touching. Again, back against the wall, butt against the wall, shoulders against the wall. Your vastus medialis, your inner quad turns on more. Your semimembranosus, your inner hamstring turns on more. Now, if you're uncomfortable with your feet and knees touching, you can separate a little bit. But I do want a nice, narrow, contracted position on a 1 minute narrow wall sit. We'll then have 1 minute of elevator planks. That's the low plank to high plank. Or you can do plank swimmers. That's the opposite arm, opposite leg movements. Or you can do your slow runners or slow swimmers, right? So I'm not going to make you do your planks. I want 1 minute of slow core movements if we have to. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And breathe. Don't run to the ground. I'm going to show you the elevator planks. That's the low plank to high plank. You've got plank swimmers, the opposite arm, opposite leg in a plank position, or you can do slow runners or slow swimmers. Ready, set, go. Elevator planks, we also call them walking planks, even though you're not walking anywhere. You're going from the low plank to a high plank. You do want to switch up your leading arm every once in a while, not all the time, because then you'll lose rhythm. But you're taking your time. You're not creating momentum. Slowly go down, slowly go up. You could also do your plank swimmers. You're either in a low plank preferred or a high plank on your plank swimmers. That's the opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, mix them up as you need to. You can always do slow runners, slow swimmers. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Too easy today, too easy. Alrighty, your next circuit. Unfortunately, you will be on the ground for abs in this circuit. It's replacing your legs from earlier. The biceps, you've got 6 sets of 10 biceps. Always biceps, any biceps, always 10, any bicep you can do, always 10. Round 1 is 30 shoulders pushing, 30 sitting tall or standing tall, shoulders pushing. Round 1 is a long round, right? And then we'll do our 20 sit-ups, which you will do again on round 5. So, 10 biceps, sitting tall or standing tall, 30 shoulder presses, sitting tall or standing tall, 20 sit-ups is round 1. Ready, go. Now I don't mind having a little deviation between people. I don't want people to get too far ahead. But round 1 and 2 is a little bit slower. The abs are going to slow us down by getting up and off the ground a couple times. You'll have chest, tricep options, kind of like earlier. 10 biceps, 30 shoulder presses. Again, you can sit tall or stand tall on your biceps and your shoulders. You can totally mix them up. 30 shoulder presses. Anything you can push above your head makes it a shoulder press. 30. Remember, rounds 1 and 2 will be long. Rounds 3 and 4 are a little shorter. And then round 5 and 6 are pretty quick. And then that will be the end of your workout, about 6:50. 30 shoulder presses. And again, I did not do 30, so make sure you do your 30. So round 1, 10 biceps. And it's always going to be 10 biceps. We're going to go every other round shoulders, and every other round you can do more chest or more triceps. And then this circuit is our abs, not our legs. 20 sit-ups, round 1. Whether you're laying on the ball or laying on the ground, you can even lay on a bench, but we want your 20 sit-ups, which you will do again on round 5. We're going to do a pyramid of exercises. Sit-ups, legs straight, knees bent, one leg straight, one leg bent. Your body is going up as far as you can go up. Everybody's a little different. Your time. Round 1, 10 biceps, 30 shoulder presses, 20 sit-ups. A nice, slow, burning, long round. Turn those muscles back on. Round 2, when you get there, always 10 biceps. Always. 30, you could do more chest or more triceps, and you could do a little bit of, both chest, triceps. Yes, you did chest and triceps earlier. 10 biceps, 30 chest or triceps, and then 20 reverse crunches. You'll do reverse crunches again on round 4. 10 biceps, 30 more chest or more triceps. You can mix it up between both. Again, round 1 and 2 of this circuit are very long. More chest or more triceps. Round 2, always 10 biceps, always. 30 chest or triceps. And yes, you can mix it up, but it is more chest or triceps from what you did earlier. Whereas Wednesday, we did our pulling chest. Today, we're on our pushing chest. And pushing will always burn. Pushing burns more, so you got to shake it off because you can't do anymore. Whereas pulling, you get fatigued, but you last longer, and normally you're able to use other things. So when we did our lats the other day, your hands and arms got tired, but when you do your chest and your shoulders and your triceps, they just stop working. So round 2, 10 biceps, 30 chest or triceps, and then 20 reverse crunches. Both legs are moving on your reverse crunches. Abs tight, back flat. Lengthen your abs, contract your abs. Breathe and focus. 20 reverse crunches. You'll do again on round 4. Pyramid of exercises on our abs. The next 2 rounds get a little bit shorter. Pace is great. Timing is good. We did start just a couple minutes late, giving everybody time to log in. But this workout got sneaky long on me on Wednesday. And that's because you guys are doing it right. The strength version of this stuff is a little bit slower than the fitness version. Round 3, I'm not saying you should be there, but if you are there, round 3, always 10 biceps, 20 shoulders, not 30, so less, right? 20 shoulders, and then 20 toe touches. So 10 biceps, 20 shoulder presses, and 20 toe touches. Mix them up, get them done. It's a little bit shorter than what we did the previous 2 rounds. You've got hammer curls, hammer curl with a twist. You got open wide. You got kettlebells, barbells, dumbbells, TRXs. 10 biceps, 20 shoulder presses. Sitting tall or standing tall. You push above your head for a shoulder press. You push in front of your body for a chest press. There are also several angles that go between chest and shoulders. And that's what the people in the gym did here on Wednesday, the incline progression. 10 biceps, 20 shoulder presses, 20 toe touches. Whether you're laying on a bench or laying on the ground, I wouldn't lay on a ball. That would be an interesting position with your legs up in the air. I can't say it's not possible, but it would be challenging. 20 shoulder presses and 20 toe touches. They're not going to take as long as sit-ups or reverse crunches, so don't do them any quicker. 20 toe touches. Breathe and focus. I like it. If you're there, here's your information. I don't want you to go any faster. And if you're not there, that's okay. 10 biceps always, 20 chest or triceps, that's less, and then 20 reverse crunches again. You won't do them again today. 10 biceps, 20 chest or triceps, 20 reverse crunches for the second and last time. You're almost done. Don't do your reps faster. I'll let you go faster by not taking breaks. 10 biceps, 20 chest or triceps, or mix them up. 20 reverse crunches for the second and last time. Enjoy the moment. Finish off this Friday morning workout just right. Lots of good things coming your way this weekend. Again, 10 biceps for the fourth time, 20 chest or triceps, 20 reverse crunches for the second and last time. Again, the next two rounds are pretty quick. One of them have the abs. The last one is a very quick round and you'll be all done. That doesn't mean you get to go faster. Don't lift faster. Round 4, 10 biceps, 20 chest or triceps, 20 reverse crunches for the second and last time. Round 5, we're on the home stretch. Always 10 biceps, last 10 shoulders, last 20 sit-ups. You have a one more upper body combo and you're all done. So don't lift faster, but let's get it done. 10 biceps, 10 shoulders, 20 sit-ups. I'll give you that last upper body combo and then you'll be all done. When you do get done, don't go run and jump in the shower. Okay, don't go sit in your car or go sit at your desk. Cool off for a second. $10 biceps, 10 shoulders, 20 sit-ups. One more upper body combo and you will be all done. Biceps. 5th time, not your last time. 10 shoulders, that's your last shoulders. 20 sit-ups, second and last time. Then you've got 10 biceps, 10 chest or triceps, and then you're all done. You have the 100 abs this circuit, 100 legs the other circuit, 6 minutes of isometric legs and core in the middle. You have your 120 rep mobility start, turning everything on. And that'll be your Friday. Okay, I'll say it one more time. 10 biceps, 10 shoulders, 20 sit-ups. You've got your 10 biceps, your 10 chest or triceps, and you're all done. That doesn't mean I want you running and jumping in the shower or getting to work. Cool off for a couple minutes. 10 biceps, 10 chest or triceps, and you are done. Again, if you are not there yet, that is okay. Take your time finishing off your workout. The last part was 10 biceps, 10 chest or triceps, and you are done. Nice, good strength there.